Okay, the first slide is we're going to introduce our topic about word and sentences meaning. The purpose of these complications is to help students become more aware of semantic relationships and cultural influences in language. It explains how words, sentences, and meanings are connected in translations. We also describe some key semantics approaches such as references theory, componential analysis, and meaning postulates. Then we discuss thesaurus, denotations, connotations, and semantic differential. Finally, these topics explore utterance, sentences, propositions, and universe of discourse as frameworks for understanding meaning. The benefits of studying this chapter are to help translators understand how meanings works in both linguistics and cultural context, to develop contextual interpretation skills, and to build sensitivity to cultural influences in communications and translations. In this part, we will talk about the purpose and benefits of our discussions. The main purpose are to understand the core concepts of word and sentences meaning, to support learning in translation and interpretations, to connect linguistic theory with real applications, to enhance our awareness of context and communicative value, and to build a foundation for further studies in semantic. The benefits we can gain include a broader insight into meaning beyond individual words, improve cultural and contextual sensitivity, stronger analytical and interpretive skills, better translation accuracy and fluency, and a deeper understanding of semantics relations. Now let's move on to the first main topic, word meaning and three approaches. There are three main approaches to understand meaning. First, the references theory. It explains the relationships between a word and the object it refers to. Philosophers like Plato and Aristotle discuss how words represent reality. Saussure introduced the idea of the sign, which is made of a concept and a sound image. And he said that language is arbitrary, meaning the link between word and object is based on convention. Second, conventional analysis. This approach break down a word's meanings into smaller features or components. It helps us understand how words are related or contrasted in meaning. Third, meaning postulates. This one show logical relationship between meanings like inclusions and hierarchy. For example, tiger is part of mammal, and mammal is part of animal. It uses set theory to explain how meanings are connected logically. So, to summarize, references theory is about the relationship to the object. Componential analysis focuses on internal structure. Meaning postulates emphasize logical linkage. Together they provide complementary frameworks for understanding word meaning. Okay, next continue with Dwi Sabrina.
In part 2, we will talk about the treasure. This part talk about how word and group by meaning. A treasure show synonym and semantic relation, helping us to understand how word connect in network. In a network, it makes your vocabulary richer and more structured. In lexical semantic fields, words belong to different meaning areas such as knives, color, or body part. We also learn about contrasts and options in meaning. People group words conceptually based on shared ideas. Denotation and connotation. Denotation is the literal meaning, and then connotation is the emotional cultural meaning. Meaning depends on context and can create different styles and effects in communication. And we have semantic differential. This part explains Ogood's model which measures meaning as using opposite adjective pairs like good, bad, or strong, weak. It looks at three dimensions: evaluation, potency, and activity to show quantitative meaning profiles. In summary, in short, vocabulary is a structured system where words are incorrected, meaning always depends on connect and relation between words. Part 2 continue before. Word and sentence. Here we study how word and sentence from meaning can be analyzed synthesis and contradictory form, and sometimes ambiguity or anomaly. Sentence structure and context are important for correct interpretation. Utterance, sentence, and proposition. A utterance depends on context. A sentence is a grammatical unit. A proposition express universal meaning. In translation, we must keep meaning equivalence across levels. Universe of discourse, this meaning the broadest context of interpretation. It includes dominant like law, religion, science, and daily life. Each dominant influence how we choose words and interpret their meaning. In the part 3, group conclusion, translation is both linguistic and cultural, meaning movies from utterance to proposition depend on context. And context and discourse are key in understanding meaning. Semantic relation like synonym, entailment, and universe of discourse guides interpretation. Meaning is flexible and context depend. Translation is both an analyst and cultural mediator. Translation combines linguistic, logical, and communication knowledge. I think is enough. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.